We have the pleasure to present you the new camera of Fassi. Reference and starting point of a range of cranes, which will extend itself up to the 45-ton meter. For its quality, configuration, completeness and high technological content is, without no doubts, the state-of-the-art, differentiating itself from any other product of the competition. To signify this great step forward in the product development to the best, this new range will be identified with evolution. With this representation, we underline the essential aspects of the evolution, which involves the mechanic, hydraulic and electronic components. Mechanic components, linkage and pro-link function. The crane is equipped with double linkage as well as of the pro-link function, progressive link for the outer boom. Such system is also extended to the hydraulic jibs foreseen for the different versions of this model. The working angle of the outer boom increases of 15% above the horizontal line, maintaining the nominal lifting capacities. In synergy with the design, automatic electronic control functions by means of angle sensor readers placed on the outer boom and jib have been activated to avoid that the outer boom could be in negative condition when the inner boom is in full vertical position. Additionally, when the lifting motion approaches the vertical stroke end, the speed of movements is automatically reduced to avoid unstable condition for the outer booms due to the inertia of the loads. Fitments and hydraulic components. The hoses feeding the vertical movement of the outriggers are placed inside the outrigger supports for better protection and reduction of the mounting envelope, in addition to a visual cleanliness of the base. New configuration of the control station with placement of the main valve bank on the side of the column for utilization as emergency control station, as the crane will be standard supplied with a radio control unit. The valve bank assembly is protected and covered by an ABS black plastic carter. S800 valve bank built in accordance with Fassi's directions in combination with new electro-hydraulic modules. The new configuration of the valve bank allows high multifunction ability, good speed of operation for individual functions and positive control of the movements. The recycling valve, combined with extension rams having an ideal ratio between their sections, allow unbeatable extension speed of the sliding sections. The valve bank controlling the outriggers is placed horizontally in the original position of the main crane valve bank, allowing ideal accessibility. Electronic components. Evolution of the Fassi electronic control system known as FX. The electronic, in addition to the control of the safety functions, is now also a direct support of the crane performances. Hardware-wise, the control panels are now independent from the main electronic unit and, for that reason, can be more easily placed in the base area. Being the crane standard fitted with a radio having a display and valve bank placed on the side of the column, it is no longer necessary to place the control panel in the base area, which is now available as an option in its alphanumeric or graphic configurations. The main electronic unit, electric box with included electronic card, is placed in a protected area in the rear side of the column. CAN-bus connection between such unit and the radio receiver one. New screw-on type connectors to resist to extreme weather conditions. Electric cables and CAN-bus lines conceived to facilitate the assembly, the utilization and the maintenance. Presence of a pressure transducer directly placed in the inlet head of the valve bank to allow the constant read of the working pressure of the crane and transfer it to the display linked to the control unit. No need to utilize a pressure gauge. Software-wise, the IMC concept introduced for the cranes with continuous rotation has also been extended to this model, including the ADC function in combination with a dedicated radio control unit, RCH evolution. The ADC function handles the working speed of the crane in accordance with the loading status of the same. Adoption of the CAN-bus data transmission system. Accessibility by the operator and more operative information available on the alphanumeric or graphic display. With the graphic display, it is possible to consult the different menus of the system by means of a revolutionary rotary switch named RX. Expansion of the monitoring action of the performance of the components with the addition of a further alarm to facilitate the identification and solution of the breakdown. Control of the activation of the oil cooler through the programmation of a dedicated parameter of the software which controls an analogic temperature sensor. The new RCH Evolution Radio Control Unit. Control handle provided with a display visualizing all the information about the crane use. Accessibility to the menus of the system identified by specific icons, both for consultation or programmation function, by means of the revolutionary RX rotatory switch. The control handle is configured with 6 or 8 linear levers and has option with joystick type levers. In case of 8 functions, 2 joystick levers will have the control function by means of a rotary head. Antenna integrated into the receiver unit. Reaffirming our slogan, cranes without compromise, we wish great success to the F240B.